My name's Linda Blake and we're here today to talk about getting the best out of your NDIS plan. Fun facts, I'm married, I live in Geelong, I have 3 adult children, 3 grown-up grandchildren, a beautiful guide dog called Dacos, and a husband. The information today is brought to you by Australian Federation of Disability Organisations, AFDO, for people with disability, run by people with disability, and they work with national and state representative groups. The Disabilityloop is a service run by the AFDO, and it's an online resource for NDIS news. And we can find the Disabilityloop online at www.disabilityloop.org.au, and you can also get a hard fact sheet on this presentation by emailing office@afdo.org.au or call the toll-free number 1800 219 969. So what is the NDIS and what does it stand for? The NDIS is the National Disability Insurance Scheme. The NDIA is the National Disability Insurance Agency. The NDIS is the part of the organisation that does your plans, is there for with planners and funding and just those types of things. That's where you will go and see your planner. You'll have your internal reviews and your complaints and those types of things. The NDIA stands for National Disability Insurance Agency. So the agency is the admin side of it. That's the part that does all the other bits and pieces of running a business. And the agency is actually a government department. So what sort of disabilities does the NDIS fund? People with significant and permanent disability up to the age of 65, and children or a child under 6 for early interventions. Once you're on the NDIS and you've been accepted, it's a great life. It's full as much as you want it to be. Your funding can provide you such things as social activities and outings. You set goals before you go to a planning meeting, and these plans are actually transferable interstate. So if you move, your plan goes with you. You don't have to reapply. It's beneficial to be on the NDIS because it's giving you the life that you just know you want to have but have been unable before because the supports weren't there. The provisions are for you to do with the way you want. Some people have plan management, some people have agent managed, and some people have self-managed packages. And with self-managed packages, you can use your funding in the way that you really feel as though you're getting the most out of your plan. You can use registered providers, or you can use providers that aren't NDIS registered. So that just means that they do have an ABN, but they don't have to be registered with NDIS. If you're a plan managed, your plan is looked after by a service provider who pays all your bills, does all your bookwork, and you don't have to do any of the worrying. You may be able to have your own support people yourself, or you can go through a service provider. So now that you're on the NDIS, there are a lot of terms that you might find confusing. I'm going to run through them now. The NDIA, I said it before, National Disability Insurance Agency. This is the agency side of the business. Who is a participant? A participant is somebody with a disability who has been accepted onto the scheme. So what is choice and control? It is a participant making their own decisions. So what is community engagement? This is where you might take part in neighbourhood groups, social activities, and anywhere else that you might be included and participating in. What are LAC partners? LAC partners are local area coordinators. These are the partners with NDIS, not-for-profit organisations like St Vincent's, Uniting or Settlement Services. The LACs are local area coordinators who help participants set up and write their plans. ECEI, Early Childhood Early Intervention, is for children under the age of 6, together with their families, accessing supports and services. A nominee's job is to support a person with a disability in answering questions and signing papers and putting service supports in place for a participant who may not be able to do this for themselves. Planners are somebody who works for the NDIS and approve your plans. What is the ILC? The ILC is Information Linkage and Capacity. This is a service that provides funding for services and grants, and you don't have to be an NDIS service to receive these grants. The NDIS Act, this is all the legal and laws that make up the scheme, and planners need to follow what is written in the Act. The NDIS Operational Guidelines. These are a set of documents that detail how the NDIS should be run. Mainstream services. These are the services that the government provides to the Australian people. Services like transport, hospitals, doctors, and education. Service providers. This can be a person or a business or an organisation that helps a participant reach their goals. A registered provider. This is a provider who has met the NDIS requirements to provide the services to the participant. A supplier. A supplier is somebody who can provide articles and specialised equipment to participants. What is a service agreement? A service agreement is a contract between you and your service provider. So let's just wrap this up. This has been getting to know your plan, and that's it for this section. You can get more information from www.disabilityloop.org.au.